The news is live on Joy 99.7 and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we're live on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including Sankara FM Yendi, Castle FM Cape Coast, Laura FM Laura, and Radio Max Takoradi. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, Chief Director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources refutes claims that government engages the services of land guards to assist in reclaiming encroached lands.
It's unfair, and I personally take a very strong exception to that because I never mentioned this term land guard.
Also, NPP leadership to involve presidential aspirants in the compilation of special electoral college register after National Executive Council meeting today.
Yes, they will be informed. They are very critical stakeholders in this election. We intend to have a very clean and transparent election.
In business,
some commodity traders warn proposed import restriction on rice and chicken could result in price hikes and food shortage. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And much later in the bulletin, the roofing system set to make rooms cooler to minimize reliance on air conditioners.
So the aim of the research is to try to design a roofing system that would reduce drastically the heat that is transferred into the indoor space.
And that's on Tech Thursday. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Details coming up shortly. The Chief Director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Professor Patrick Agwesinyale, has refuted claims that government engages the services of land guards to assist in reclaiming encroached lands. Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee, Professor Agwesinyale denied the allegations. On Monday, July 17, the MP for Tamale North, Alassane Suhuyini, accused the government of engaging the services of land guards for the retrieval and protection of government lands. He made the allegation based on statements allegedly made by the Chief Director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources during a meeting with the committee, but the Chief Director is denying it.
I take a very strong exception to that reportage, actually. It's absolutely not true. We don't use land guards. We use the official security forces, services to reclaim government land, if need be.
The news out there is that you said something. You're saying that you haven't said it. What did you say that they misinterpreted?
What exactly I said was that the ministry since 2012 had contracted a company called Aniok Holdings. And this company actually is engaged in reclaiming land for government.
You heard Chief Director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, Professor Patrick Agwesinyale. Now, the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, is taking a hardline stance against universities offering unaccredited courses. Deputy Director General of GTEC, Dr. Ahmed Jinapo, has characterized the practice as treasonable. Checks from GTEC website shows that some universities are running as many as 120 courses with expired accreditation. Dr. Jinapo says the decision by some universities are treasonable.
For the fact that you've applied for accreditation does not mean you are going to get accreditation. And this is the way forward. This is what GTEC is going to do. Starting from this week till next week, we are going to start publishing all centers, programs that are run by various institutions that are unaccredited, and caution the general public from sourcing those programs. If it means that we have to crack the whip, the law is very clear. It is a treasonable offense for you to run a program that is unaccredited or to even advertise it.
And Dr. Ahmed Jinapo is Deputy Director General of GTEC. The Office of the Attorney General is bracing itself to confront any further court injunctions from Assin North MP James Gyakye Quayson. His earlier attempt to hold the day-to-day hearing of his case has been shut down by the court. Now Mr. Quayson has filed fresh processes at the Supreme Court seeking an interpretation of whether a day-to-day hearing aligns with the concept of a fair trial as stipulated in the Constitution. However, Deputy Attorney General Alfred Tuah says the office remains unfazed, declaring their readiness to face Assin North legislator in court and any legal challenges that comes their way.
They have the right to go to Supreme Court. They can go there 10 times, 20 times. We're also ready for them. After all, when we go to court, we speak law. People may decide to engage in whatever political comments, whatever they may want to do, but in the court of law, it's about law. So if they are going to court to speak law, we're also ready to meet them in court to speak law.
Leadership of the governing New Patriotic Party says they will involve presidential aspirants in the compilation of the Special Electoral College Register for the Super Delegates Congress. The National Executive Committee has been busy finalizing the list for the Super Delegates Congress expected to take place on August 26. Several presidential aspirants have raised objections to party's process for cleaning the Special Electoral College Register. An aspirant, Kwabena Japong, says he expects the National Executive Council to resolve the concerns raised ahead of the Congress.
We don't want to touch this register that elected the national executives and the regional executives. That's what is happening there, because some may have been appointed from the polling station to become even a deputy officer at the constituency level. So he's moved. We don't want you to replace him there, because if you do so, we don't know how you're going to do that. And it lends itself to manipulation. So we want a very transparent and clear process. So,
but ahead of the National Council meeting, is your expectation that that will resolve the challenges? That
hopefully it should. Hopefully, because we are very close to August 26.
But Deputy General Secretary of the party, Haruna Mohammed, tells Joy News the party's leadership will involve the aspirants after a decision is taken by the National Executive Council today.
At the time we started, we did not open even nominations for aspirants to pick forms.
So after, now they've been vetted, and we're waiting for the bigger body to take a decision on the vetting committee's report. Post that.
Yes, they will be informed. They are very critical stakeholders in this election. And we intend to have a very clean and transparent election. We've just started with Greater Accra region. We've attended to almost all the constituencies.
And to some health now, 46 people get infected with the HIV virus in Ghana every day. That's according to a recent report by the Ghana AIDS Commission. To combat this, the Ministry of Health, in a collaborative move, has launched an HIV self-testing program to fast-track the country's attainment of the 2030 global targets on curbing the spread of the disease in the country. There's more in the following report.
Director General of the Ghana AIDS Commission, Dr. Treme Echiahini, said the initiative will, among other things, fast-track the attainment of the 2030 global target on curbing the spread of the disease in the country.
By 2030, we should have diagnosed 98% of all persons living with HIV in Ghana and put 98% of those diagnosed on antiretroviral treatment. And 98% of those on treatment should be supported to achieve viral suppression. That is what makes HIV self-testing very, very critical in our effort at achieving the 2030 target.
Meanwhile, Ghanaians have been expressing mixed reactions to the initiative.
Yeah, I think it's a good initiative. No, I'm not interested to try it even.
Carlos Kaloni filed that report. Now to Tech Thursday, the relationship between poorly constructed roofs and high energy usage has been well documented. That means you're likely to use more air conditioners and fans with poorly constructed roofs. Fortunately, a PhD architecture student at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology has therefore set out to design a roofing system that reduces the need for fans and air conditioners. Love FM's Kwesi Deborah speaks with architect Hugh Yao Deborah for Tech Thursday.
Architect Yao Deborah is leveraging color, certain materials and geometry to improve indoor temperature and minimize energy usage.
Now the issue is that roofs in the tropics receive the most intense solar radiation, and about 50 to 70% of this radiation is transferred into the indoor space to create the warmth that we are all running away from. So the aim of the research is to try to design a roofing system that would reduce drastically the heat that is transferred into the indoor space, so that in the net effect we do not depend on air conditioners any longer, and then we save energy. So at the end of the day, we want to improve the design of the roofing system, and that will impact or reduce the amount of energy we spend by way of electricity in indoors.
Reporting for Joy News, Kwesi Deborah.
And that's it for the bulletin. In our top story, Chief Director of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources refutes claims that government engages the services of land guards to assist in reclaiming encroached lands. Business is up next on the Super Morning Show.
You know, Papa, see that? And it's rickety car. Hey, Papa! Papa! Bobo, so how your engine now? It is half man, half amazing. Thanks to Quartz and you can feel better energy. Can't touch this. Actually, guys, so Sancho's engine just died like that? Yes, so somebody managed to convince him that there is a better engine oil than Quartz, and he switched. Sancho Panza. Now, which engine oil can be better than Quartz? No other, my guy. Quartz with its age-resistant technology, it keeps your engine younger for longer. Now you know. Have you guys seen the new bottle design? It's superb. Quartz 9000 from Total Energies there improves fuel efficiency. Why do you think Mr. Mane and Logoso have taken the Quartz Nation movement World Cup like that? Sorry. Chairman. Quartz. Keep your engine younger for longer.
Okay. If I leave work now, I can beat traffic, get takeaways for dinner with the girls, and be on time to pick up Sam and his mom from the hospital. Proud to belong to ABSA.
We know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. That's why with ABSA's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Get things done simply with our digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's ABSA.
Life's battle during retirement are not won by the strongest. Sooner or later, those who win are those who prepared for it. Ensuring your future is your responsibility to your family and loved ones. Progress Trustees, a company that guarantees a cheerful life of retirement for both formal and informal sector workers. The Progress Occupational Pension Scheme, the Progress Provident Fund Scheme, and the Progress Personal Pension Scheme helps you achieve peace of mind during retirement. We also provide administration services for employer-sponsored schemes, including staff welfare schemes seeking to outsource their day-to-day administration of their second-tier occupational pension and third-tier provident fund scheme. Start your journey to envisage quality life during retirement by contacting us on 0504-368-048 on our website www.progresstrusteesgh.com. Progress Trustees, a joyous retirement begins here.
Home is a reflection of who you are, so you need a wide variety of colors, patterns, textures, and styles to personalize your space so it feels like home. Visit the Orchid Deco Superstore on Spinkters Road today.
Charlie, that be the sound you hear when things make hot. I'm sure this is not battery, just cash flow. Laja no day. It is safe to say we are all facing challenging times. We are all wondering how we are going to lighten our financial burdens. Nowhere cool. But don't worry, with a little help from your trusted bank, Societe Generale Ghana, be fine. Societe Generale Ghana is making all its customers happy with the Yatiso Loans promo. In fact, SG Ghana customers and even non-customers who are on the controller and accountant general payroll can enjoy access to our amazing discounted loans. Don't waste time. Get your loan today. Step into a branch or call 0302-214-314 to get the ball rolling. Terms and conditions apply. Remember, promotion ends on 7th August 2023. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
You worry, just be happy. Don't you worry.
Pay attention, all my Africans and African Americans in the diaspora, plus my white brothers and sisters. What if I told y'all the most trusted real estate company in Ghana, Sukasa, would like to take y'all on a nationwide tour, highlighting prime real estate and investment opportunities. Sukasa builds affordable luxury homes with 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Come get the real value for your money, plus they have very convenient payment policies with 100% guaranteed cash back. This fully gated or Grandson communities include malls, cinemas, and all social amenities, plus 24-hour security. All you gotta do is sign up for the tour for a measly $2,000 $1,000 and come see what could be yours in real life. The African dream is alive. Contact Sukasa on 030-296-0865 or 055-369-7886 at Sukasa GH on all social media platforms. Email info@sukasa.com.gh. The Sukasa experience is also bringing on board a bunch of other property developers, which means patrons get a variety of options to buy from. This is powered by Government of Ghana, Beyond and Return Secretariat, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Works and Housing, Diaspora Affairs, the Office of the President, British High Commission, and the UK Chamber of Commerce. Media partners, Joy FM, City FM, Peace FM, Business and Financial Times, Graphic Online, and many more. Sukasa, building on trust.
Come with me. That's right. All it takes is a measly couple $1,000. A measly couple $1,000, man. I mean, what's a couple $1,000 to a bugger?
$1,000.
Yeah, measly couple thousand. All you gotta do.
All you gotta do.
Today, I'm going to put you on the spot. Today, you're not going to be happy with me.
Okay.
So, the president was addressing the Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship over the weekend. You heard what he said. He talked about how, look, we all point our fingers at politicians when we talk about corruption.
Mm-hmm.
But Christians, in our daily lives, we are corrupt. We're the same people who are going to, bribe the police officer when we are stopped for, breaching traffic rules.
Mm-hmm.
We are the same people who pay kickbacks to get contracts. We are the same people.
Yeah.
Right?
We're
All
the same
wrong
people
things.
in church on Sundays.
Yes, we are the same ones back there in church with our hands up in the air, oh, holy Hosanna. We are the same people loudly passing laws to criminalize some people's sins while our own sins are regularized. Like, that's us, Christians, me included. So I'm wondering about... So this is the question in my mind. In Ghana, does Christianity produce Christians?
That's a tough question.
Yeah. But you are the guys running the operation.
Oh, no, it's a tough question. And is everyone who says they're Christian? That's a question you also have to ask. Because, just because you're born into a Christian family doesn't make you a Christian or Christ-like.
Are any of them Christian? If you think about what Jesus would do, right? If you think about what Jesus would do, there are churches in this country where if you become pregnant without being married, you will be sanctioned. They might even stop you from attending church or stop you from holding positions in church. Is that what Jesus would do?
It's tough. As I listen to the president, I just turned to this scripture. I just wanted to read in 2 Timothy 3, 1-5. I'm not going to read everything. It says, remember that there will be difficult times in the last days. People will be selfish, greedy, boastful, and conceited, blah, blah, blah. Verse 5, they will hold to the outward form of our religion but reject its real power. So I feel that people claim they're something, but really in their hearts they are not. Sometimes, we just like to say, "Oh, I'm Christian," but really, are you practicing?
But it's so widespread. It's everyone. Everyone who claims to be a Christian is doing something unchristian. I don't think there are exceptions. Me, I can't accept myself from this conversation.
We are all guilty one way or the other.
So really, should we maybe stop calling ourselves Christian? Or should we stop pretending that the standard of morality is Christian? Should we stop? Because no one is living up to that standard. So should we stop just assuming, just because someone is a Christian, that they are good?
Well, we are all not perfect.
But some people are flexing with it too.
We are all not perfect. Bible says all have sinned and fallen short. So we are all not perfect people. But we have to strive to be like Christ. And that's the whole point. And so this, I think, conversation should make us look and do some soul searching and assess ourselves as people.
You can never, you should never start weeding your farm until you know the size of it. So we really need to know the size of the problem. Otherwise, we will never succeed in solving it.
Yeah, and we always like to point at people, but we don't like to do the self-assessment. You see. Yeah.
Hypocrisy. The biggest sin of Christians.
Yeah.
The most widespread sin of Christians.
We are quick to point fingers at others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is a tough conversation. I don't know how it's going to go, man.
I might say things that will get me banned from churches. but it has to be said. It has to be said, Akbafu. Christianity in Ghana is not producing Christians. And you see, there's enough blame to go around. But I think, and unfortunately, I have to say that the failure here is on churches. Right? The failure is on churches. I mean, I go to university to learn skills that I'll use to work. I don't work in the university, but I learn in the university. So if I go to a university, get a qualification, and I'm employed based on that qualification, and I'm failing at the job, it's a failure of the university to properly train me for the job.
Well, not entirely. I would.
It's
also on the individual as well, because I mean, if you go to the school, you're always being taught, and you decide not to study.
Then why do I get a certificate? Why does the university give me a certificate?
The church is not giving certificates.
But the church is consistently bringing people in, sitting them in the front row, taking their collection, preaching to them, sending them off with the blessings of the Lord to go and do the wrong thing.
The church, and that could be a wrong perception there.
Which church doesn't take collection?
But it's not like they deliberately go out to put people in the front row to take offerings. That would be a generalization.
If it's the front row that you don't like, everything else is accurate.
Yeah.
Today we have to really put the spotlight on those who are responsible for making Christians and ask them why they are not. Because Charlie, some no day.
But I think they are very good people.
Thank you. There are good people. Some of who are not even Christians. They've never been to a church before, but they are good people. All right. Okay. We'll get into it all today. I'll let you off for now, Akbafu. But listen, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total, we go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited, helping you find a way to get things done. So let's talk a little bit about that amazing quartz engine oil with age resistance technology from Total. Okay, it ensures optimal performance. It improves your protection against mechanical wear by up to 74%, and this works even under extreme temperatures. Okay, so choose quartz from Total Energies and get the engine oil that keeps your engine running efficiently and effectively. Quartz keeps your engine younger for longer. Right, let's kick it into gear with the Joy Business Report, brought to us by Glyco Life Travel Insurance. Glyco, we cushion you for life.
Hi, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, some commodity traders warn proposed import restriction on rice and chicken could result in price hikes and food shortages. Meanwhile, Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana calls on government to urgently outline strategies to tackle a potential food insecurity in Ghana following Russia's missile attacks on Ukraine's Black Sea coast, which stored thousands of grains for export. And oil marketing companies push for scrapping of gold for oil program, insisting current developments do not support the initiative. Details coming up. My name is Daryl Carl. Thanks for being with us this morning. The proposed import restrictions on rice and frozen chicken could result in food shortage and price hikes. That's warning coming from some commodity traders. Now, government is set to restrict rice and frozen chicken imports by 40% in the coming months. The details of the program will be outlined in the media budget review as government is working on a legislative instrument to back the move. John Awuni is one of the industry players and has been speaking to Joy Business.
Government, a complete business plan put together by one or two people for the benefit of a few at the expense of the ordinary Ghanaian. Let no one be deceived that this is a nationalistic action and for that matter a good policy for the nation. Yes, dependence on imports for a bulk of your food stock is bad, but ask yourself, what foundations have you seen this government laid in the rice and chicken sectors to warrant this kind of a policy. As the same policy document highlights, poultry farmers can hardly find day-old chickens to buy. The day-old chickens are imported from Holland or Morocco. The current poultry producers can hardly satisfy the demands of even the supermarket. Players in the poultry sector are still filled with memories of happenings when we took same route in President Mohammed's era. What we are going to see with the introduction of the quota system for rice and chicken imports is a sharp rise in prices of these products, because players will pass whatever cost in terms of bribes they pay to the consumer.
John Aouni is a player in the commodity trading sector. Meantime, the Chamber of Agribusiness is asking government to urgently outline strategies to tackle potential food insecurity in Ghana following Russia's missile attacks on Ukraine's Black Sea coast, which destroyed thousands of tons of grains meant for export. According to the chamber, if steps are not taken, there could be a shortage of cereal and grains among developing countries like Ghana. Already, the World Trade Organization has warned of a global shortage as a result of the development. Here's Chief Executive of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison, reacting to the issue. He called for pragmatic measures to avert any food shortage.
For instance, already the poultry sector is struggling, and we also do know that we import billions of dollars of frozen chicken and also some fish into the country. Ghana is about the third largest consumer of fish in Africa, and that this brings to the fact that we need to solve some critical problems in the country, especially issues of galamsey that are destroying water bodies. So there's a lot to be done in this case, and I think we'll have to take some very critical measures to forestall any challenges to our food security.
You had Chief Executive Officer of the Chamber of Agribusiness Ghana, Anthony Morrison. The Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana says the rising food inflation could get worse as more staple food farmers shift to the cultivation of tree crops, such as cashew, due to the high cost of inputs like fertilizer. According to the association, the farmers are making the shift after government suspended subsidy on fertilizer in 2022. Speaking to Joy Business, Head of Programs and Advocacy at the association, Dr. Charles Nyaba said the situation could get worse.
Cost of seeds went high. Government reduced subsidies on inputs, seeds and fertilizers. Fuel prices went high. So that actually puts cost of production very high. Majority of farmers actually have to reduce their farm sizes. Others have to shift from producing staple foods to tree crops like cashew. So this also impacted on supply of food for last year. So you realize that last year the total quantity of food that actually supplied is less than the demand. So we were expecting to actually see what's happening, and we predicted that coming. So around this time of the season is where farmers who would have stored small to actually use for this year's production will have sold everything. So when you go to the market, what you are expecting to see, you are likely not to see that in the market.
Head of Programs and Advocacy at the Peasant Farmers Association of Ghana, Dr. Charles Nyaba. Now, even before Finance Minister Kenneth Retta presents a media budget next week, economist Dr. Priscilla Twumasi-Bafo is asking government to enhance fiscal consolidation whilst ensuring prudent expenditure measures to bring the economy on sustainable levels. Already, the business community in Ghana is mounting pressure on government to use the media budget to review some of its tax policy measures in the 2023 budget. Speaking to Joy Business, Dr. Twumasi-Bafo said it is important for the media budget to revive confidence in the private sector.
Essentially, I believe that the mid-year budget review, I don't expect any significant departure from the environment we are in. These are austerity times. Governments need to bring to fore a lot of the fiscal consolidation measures. And fiscal consolidation means that it would have a contractionary impact on the economy. So I do not expect any significant departure from the trajectory we are on. I think that government needs to be firm on the expenditure bit with regards to introducing a lot of efficiency and consolidation in there, really.
That's economist Dr. Priscilla Twumasi-Bafo. Now, oil marketing companies are pushing for the scrapping of the Gold for Oil program. They say the current developments on the global market do not support the initiative. The marketers argue that the time has come for government to look at alternative moves. Kwekwa Manjia is Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies.
Initially, when it came up, it was low price in such a way that you could, in the product mix situation, low price product will help you because overall price will be good. But as time went on and realized that the go for oil price becoming more competitive and somehow higher than what our traditional BDCs have been giving us, it becomes a net zero kind of sum game. I mean, something that you really cannot get on. But now, what we are witnessing with the pricing escalation and the uncertainties and volatilities and all that, it's not really having a desired effect. Be as it may, and I always will tell you that if I don't even get the 90%, I get a 10% volume. I don't keep my station dry. At least I'll get something for the station to work on. So by and large, it's come to support the system, but given the high prices now, not having a real effect on the consumer.
You had Kwekwa Jumandria, his chief executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies. The Electricity Company of Ghana, in a bid to guarantee robust and reliable power distribution network, is expected to train over 3,000 certified electrical contractors who work for the company. The training, which currently focuses on effective earthing system, has other modules targeted at equipping these contractors to ensure safe distribution network. Engineer Ahinowusu Afriye is director of ECG Training School in Tema.
It's very critical because they are part of our workforce. Most of our work are executed by the third-party contractors. And if they have to deliver to our standards, they have to be trained on what the best practice and what the standards are. So giving them the training will give the assurance that they do a good job, and that will ensure that our network also work properly. If they are not trained, we'll give them work. They do work that will not meet our standards, and that will impact on our network.
You had Engineer Ahin Owusu-Afriye, Director of ECG Training Schools in Tema. Or on Investor Eye today, you must always be careful of social investment schemes. Make sure you ask questions and seek for more information from a regulator such as the Bank of Ghana or the Securities and Exchange Commission to confirm that the investment company has been licensed before you put your monies into that company. Emmanuel Mensah-Appiah is Director in charge of Risk Management Department at the SEC, and he has been giving some education.
Then there's the social consensus tactic. The social consensus tactic is where they give you the impression that everybody is doing it. So you should also do it. But you are not everybody. So your needs and how you structure your finances may not suit everybody. So you need to be careful of just joining a bandwagon, maybe of a certain group of professionals, or you attended school with some people and they are all investing and they are promoting it at your school gatherings and so on, and so because of that you join. No.
And that's Investor Eye today. Hopefully we'll have another episode for you next week. Before we go, let's check the markets for you. Beginning with the commodity market, crude oil staying at $79 a barrel. Gold went up by almost $6 to open trading at $1,982 an ounce. Cocoa selling at $3,433 a ton after increasing by $26 on the currency market. The dollar going for 11 cedis 70 pesos on the forex or retail market. The pound going for 15 cedis 20 pesos, and the euro trading at 12 cedis 83 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darukwa. Thanks for listening. Winstonia is here.
Akbafu. How's it going, man?
I'm doing great.
We thank God for life. We thank God for life. We thank God for
looking forward to today's conversation. It's going to be an interesting one.
I know, and I know that you'll be very interested in that.
Yeah, and I hope that at the end of the day, it's not an attack on churches, because the people who make up the churches are the people themselves.
Oh, okay. You're hoping that this statement, listen.
We tend to point fingers and grumble about corruption in our respective countries. And more often than not, we choose the easy road of laying blame entirely at the doorsteps of politicians. Corruption affects everyday life. And it is worth bearing in mind that it is not only the headline corruption, the type that involves politicians and high-profile figures, that retards our progress and hinders our development.
Oh, this is the statement you're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
You don't want it to be an attack on the church?
Yeah.
Is that a feeling you get, that there's an attack on the church?
Well, I'm just reading some messages that are coming through. People seem to divert a bit. Make it
Pastor
seem like
Kwao. Pastor Kwao.
I mean, but consider the church as a hospital, and it's not for people who are doing.
So you
very
say
well.
the church is a clinic for sinners.
Yeah.
It's not a place for the saints.
Yeah.
It's for sinners.
Yeah.
But when
And can
you
only help people
but when
get
you go
better.
to a hospital, you are expected to be better.
But there are still some sick people in
So
there.
when you go to the church, you're expected to be better, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay.
And people are doing better, I think.
Since you say that the church is a place for sinners, do we know how many sinners have gone to the church and how many have come back good?
But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. But I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that we'll get nowhere if this becomes an attack on the church.
No, I do not think it's an attack
And
on the church.
I'm also saying that the church is the people who come there. Could you just walk in? The church is the people, and so we make up the church. Yeah, and so I'm just saying that this is a conversation that everybody has to do some soul searching about. If you say you are a Christian,
So the church says we shouldn't attack the church.
No,
Nobody
the church
wants
hasn't
to-
said. Daryl is the one saying
Daryl
that.
is saying
Yes.
that.
No, and I'm
Nobody
saying that
wants,
based
first of all,
on-
nobody wants to attack the church. I don't think anyone should attack the church. But in the same way that we want free SHS to work, for which reason we would ably criticize it, we want the church to work. So we should ably and robustly criticize it.
but who
not
says the
attack
church
it.
is not working?
Ah,
And
is
that's
the
why-
church
and that's-
producing?
And that's
is,
what I'm
is-
saying that we
is
are
the
missing
church
the point.
producing Christians?
Okay,
And
guys.
if the
That's what
church
I'm
is
saying
not
that-
producing Christians,
hold on,
who
hold
should
on,
who should
hold
come
on
and
a
produce
second,
Christians?
guys.
The mosque.
That's why I'm saying that the church is the people,
Uh-huh.
the people who go to church,
And
It's the
they are
church
led
that-
by people.
but you can't put the blame on the person leading the church.
So they want leadership, but they don't want responsibility.
It's not about leadership and responsibility. Bible says to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
Adria. Now
No,
you
that's-
understand where I'll
Let's-
be on Sunday this weekend.
Let's
Work out your
you know-
salvation with fear and trembling. It's an individual thing.
Okay.
Yeah. The church is there to help us to grow and mature spiritually.
Okay, let's go for our inspirational song for today, brought to us by Duraplast Ghana Limited, producers of quality PVC and HDPE pipes and water tank. Where Duraplast goes, water flows. And it's Kirk Franklin with Imagine.
it's time for us to get into things here on this side of the desk.
Yeah, we'll start with the Drive Safe campaign, which is brought to you by Joy News and Multimedia Group, supported by Toyota Superior Quality. Avoid all distractions. It's raining in some parts of the capital this morning. Please keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. That's how to ensure your safe arrival. Drive safe.
Now, let me just say this, because every time I go for a walk, people keep asking me, can you see the road? Can you see the road? Can you see the road? You know, so sometimes...
Can you, Winston, see the road?
On which I'm walking.
Oh.
In my area.
Why would they ask you that?
Because they want me to remind government. Particularly the MCE for Ga East, Kakiman, that the road is in such a deplorable state. Road from Oyarefa Junction through Teman to Abukubi, where even the assembly head office itself is, it's in such a deplorable state. In fact, one of the things I'm going to do one of these days is to take a video of it, Kojo, and use it as part of the GH pothole exhibition.
Thank you.
We should actually carry the show there.
I mean, and I ask myself that simple question. Don't they see the road when they use it?
But sorry, wasn't that road under construction some time back?
The road was under construction until the elections were over in 2020.
Oh, we're ready.
Now, this was one of the best roads in the district, and then they decided to actually construct the drains.
You guys need some by-election.
Please, I don't wish anybody bad. But all I'm saying, in fact, and it's part of the reason I support the election of MMDCs in whichever form. Because if Kakiman, anybody, if she was elected by the people, I'm not sure,
Kakiman is a woman.
Yes, a woman. Kaki.
Kakiman
is
a woman.
Yes, a woman.
Now,
no
wonder would have done the road. Is that what you're saying?
No. If the MCE was elected, the MCE's commitment will be to the people, and not to the president or the government or the party.
This is something I fundamentally debate you with. I agree that we must elect them. That I agree with you. But if you do it on partisan basis,
no, I think in whichever form.
But I'm saying it should not be partisan.
For me. Well,
it should not be
we
partisan.
can debate whether it should be partisan, but in whichever form, let's elect them. Let's elect MMDCs. I mean, you drive on the road and you ask yourself, do I also pay taxes to the state? Am I also part of this country called Ghana? Anyway, let's learn how to
I see the
right.
weight on you because, you sit on air.
Yes, and I mean, every time, even if you're driving out of the estate and they see you, they say, have you seen the road?
You should stay back home and do a live report for us so that we can appreciate what you're talking about better.
Don't worry. The people say they want to do a demonstration. So I'll report from the demonstration.
You should also demonstrate.
So yes. Kakiman or Kaki woman, does she not drive over the same roads?
Oh, Kakiman.
Or the roads fill up when she gets there?
Kakiman drives a Nissan Patrol.
Okay.
Well, let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. That Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana, the future is you.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Have you ever heard the expression live and colored? As in, I will be there live and colored. Or the birthday party is happening live and colored. The expression enjoys such wide and frequent use that we have accepted it as an official English phrase. Dearly beloved, it is not. Not only are we wrongly applying an expression that was meant for a different purpose, we are also saying it wrong. The original expression was live and in color, not live and colored. It was coined by TV announcers in the 1950s and 60s after the release of the first color television cameras. They would describe TV shows as recorded live and in color. Somehow, when the expression hit our shores, someone remixed it to live and colored, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Unless you are talking about the color format of the cameras with which an event will be filmed, there is absolutely no reason to use the expression live and in color. Or its even worse incarnation, live and colored. Just say, I will be there in person, or the birthday party is happening. unless the party is being broadcast on TV while it's happening, in which case you can say the birthday party is being broadcast live. No need to add in color because everything is in color these days. That is how you say it right.
So listen, kids, you are my soldiers out there. If you hear your parents saying live and colored, please correct them. Correct them. There's no need for the expression cry anymore. Yeah. But the correct original expression is live and in color. And it was used back in the day. So correct them for us. Thank you. Time for the news review is brought to you by First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different, and Syntex Tank. Are you strong? Are you tough?
Well, let me start with a finder for today. That's the business finder, economy to recover by 2025. And we're told that growth will slow down in 2023 and 2024, says the World Bank. So according to a World Bank report, the economy is expected to recover by 2025, but after growth has slowed down to 1.5% in 2023 and remaining depressed in 2024 at 2.8%. So there's a quote here: as a result of efforts to address macroeconomic instability, corrective fiscal and monetary policies are expected to influence total demand and slow down non-extractive GDP growth, says the World Bank Country Director for Ghana, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, Pierre Laporte, who says high inflation, increased interest rates, and macroeconomic uncertainties will keep private consumption and investment growth below pre-pandemic levels, leading to subdued non-extractive growth in the short term. But growth will begin to recover to its potential by 2025. I mean, what they're trying to let us know is that, we're complaining that times are hard. Fasten the seatbelt or tighten your belts.
Yeah.
Because you may continue to experience this until 2025. Already the prediction is that inflation may end the year at 38%. So what we are currently experiencing, and so if you're comparing it to last year, that actually means that your, disposable income is not as it used to be last year in 2022, which was even bad compared to 2021. Do we
still have disposable income?
Well, that's a very good question. I was getting to that because today the reality is that your income can't do anything for you. That's the reality today, because companies are complaining. Interest rates are high. And so businesses find it very difficult to even expand. And once businesses cannot expand, they cannot increase salaries. And so that's our reality today. And the World Bank says hopefully by 2025, things will improve. And look, even the lending rates that I was talking about today, people can't even borrow and expand their businesses. Republic Bank Ghana grows assets by 20.05% to 5.1 billion, and Access Bank is Euro Money's best bank in Ghana for the year 2023.
All right, let's get into the Daily Guide newspaper. On the front page, NDC plays hide and seek with Parliament, and that's in quotes. Comes with a picture of Kisel Atto forcing the minority leader. Also, Court of Appeal bounces Jichi Kwesing. That decision was heard yesterday. And I'm not dead, says J. Kufuor. Baumia? Apparently there's some unscrupulous persons posting and, going around with the news that he's passed.
Yeah, there have been rumors that he had passed. I had it the first time on Thursday, last Thursday night. And, so we did our checks and then realized that he was alive.
Why do people like
Then
death
on
like that?
Friday, I got a call again, oh, are you here? We're here. Saturday, I get a call again from persons asking, oh, is it true that J. Kufuor has passed? And all of that. And someone was actually telling me that, when the information broke at the time, there was a media outlet started playing Dodgers.
Hey!
Oh, yes. That's something.
Without cross-checking?
Yeah. So, there's been lots of things. And that's why, because one would have expected that after Thursday, you wouldn't hear that again. But on Saturday, I kept receiving calls. And so the team decides to say...
Oh, but we should stop that. We should stop that. I mean, I think it's a shame that we will carry this rumor to the extent that the office of the former president will issue a statement and say that the former president is not dead. Why are we doing this?
We love death. That's the truth. as a society, we are in love with it.
Mama V, the thing about the NDC, you know, we're having a conversation here. We talked about the sustainability
of the action.
Of this action. I mean, whenever Jachi Kwesen goes to court, or Casey Latiforsen goes to court, or Collins Dada goes to court, they won't be in Parliament because the Speaker had also ruled that because you are not in Parliament, you will be marked absent. Now, we talked about this sustainability. So they've adopted another strategy. Some of them will go to court, others would stay. But once you start, if the majority do not have members there, they'll raise quorum. They'll say Parliament doesn't have the quorum to sit.
But who are we hurting?
Well, because they see it as persecution. I mean, we can have this debate. If you ask me, I'd say the business of government should go on. The business of the country should go on. But also, when you need 92 members of Parliament to form a quorum. 92 members of Parliament. And the majority is 138 members of Parliament. The minority should be in Parliament, no doubt, but they say they're protesting the trial of 3 of their members. Okay, but why is the majority also not in Parliament?
Thank you. That is an issue. That is also an issue. That's also an issue.
I mean, while we can have discussions about the minority and say, look, this isn't right, why is the majority not also showing up there? And I've had concerns. I've had, for instance, the majority chief whip, that's Frank Anodom saying, some of them are ministers. It is all part of the reasons we say enough of MPs who are ministers. If you want to be a minister, go and be a minister. If you want to be a member of Parliament, go and be a member of Parliament. You don't need to be a member of Parliament and still be a minister.
I totally agree with you. You can't complain about minority not being in Parliament when you majority, you two, same. There's something happening. A number of people are trying to break the Guinness World Records in recent times.
Trend, yes.
The focus has been on Nigeria. I wonder what we are doing. But somebody attempted to cry for 100 hours to also set a world record.
That's a fallacy.
And
Wait. Was it a man or a woman?
A man.
Okay.
He went partially blind for about 45 minutes. He was telling the BBC.
Where is this guy from?
Nigeria. Where else?
He went partially blind for 45 minutes.
Yeah. He said he began to experience severe headaches, puffy eyes, and a swollen face from the constant crying before going temporarily blind for 45 minutes.
So he didn't set the record?
He said he had to re-strategize and reduce the wailing.
Well, look, let me just take it to the Daily Statesman on that note. That says, stop the personal attacks. NPP chairman cautions aspiring flag bearers. Miracles, Abuaji named Baumia's campaign spokesperson. Bache Jacko says NPP defeat will be bad news for Ghana. Baumia commissions police command headquarters and Alan Tremantin to empower contractors in every constituency, as in Ghanaian contractors in every constituency. Back page says, Onana, new Manchester United signing, is the definition of the modern keeper. I have my doubts. Yes, he's very good when it comes to playing with his feet. But you need to save balls, not just be playing with your feet. And Hasselfolk released defender Robert Adesoa. Fantastic Hasselfolk. Anyway, let's get to online news review.
we are your standard. Kotoko's standard is Hasselfolk.
Africa's team of the last century.
Work out your own salvation.
Talking about football, there's a sad story of a former Asante Kotoko Mediama SC striker who tragically died at age 35. He collapsed on the pitch, sadly.
Oh, that's sad. Actually, it seems the rain is coming down quite heavily.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
Please be careful out there if you're driving. Please watch out. Visibility will be heavily reduced.
Keep both eyes, hands on the steering wheel, please.
Yeah. Roads will get slippery as
both
well,
hands.
so please be careful out there. All right, let's go online. The online review this morning brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest and Goyle Good Energy.
Well, what do you do when you run out of fuel in your vehicle? Do you just top up anywhere? Don't do that. Let's introduce you to the Good Energy family and why you must be part. Goyle Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP are the best quality fuels with high performance in town for your vehicle. GOIL Super XP Raw 95 is a high-grade fuel sold at same price as normal fuel, and GOIL Diesel XP is low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. And with over 440 stations across the nation, join the family that rewards you with quality for an energized driving experience. GOIL, good energy. GOIL, you know it. Yen Arayidim.
Okay then, so when you go on My Joy Online this morning, I don't know if you listened to the 6 a.m. bulletin, but we played back what seems to be a second appearance of the chief director at the lands ministry, right? The one who Al-Hassan Suhini alleged had said that land guards are being employed by government.
Right.
He appeared a second time. This time around, he said, I didn't say that. And he said something different this time around, that private companies had been employed to secure lands. But apparently there's a leaked tape of his first appearance. And there's a story on My Joy Online. Land Guard Jato has his setup within judiciary and media. Lands Ministry Chief Director leaked tape. So now there's a leaked tape. There's even a name mentioned, Jato. So which of his testimonies should we go with?
Interesting.
Anyway, yeah, let's go over the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Log On Voice. Experience seamless business management. Oh, that's what they were trying to say.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Want to feel energized for more? Fuel up with Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from GOIL. Our high grade fuel comes at no extra cost, but with more power. And our Diesel XP, it's low in sulfur, making it an eco-friendly option for your vehicle. Experience high performance and quality with our products. Available everywhere. Choose Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Good energy.
Hello, Auntie Araba. Hey, Bugger, how are you doing today? I want to buy Pepsodent Cavity Fighter, but I don't have enough money. So what are you going to do? Can you give me the big size? You know, as for me, I'll pay the balance later.
Today, no credit. I haven't sold much this morning. If you don't have enough money for the big size, why don't you try the 120 gram pack?
There's a 120 gram pack? Introducing the new Pepsodent Cavity Fighter in 120 gram pack size. More affordable and convenient. Get yours today from any supermarket near you. Every smile matters. This advert is FDA approved.
Are you a corporate organization, e-commerce business, individual or student looking for a trusted courier company where you can track your package and receive SMS alerts to keep you posted? At IAS FedEx, we move your documents and parcels with care to the destination of your choice. With offices across the nation, we happily deliver your package to your office or the comfort of your home. With the assurance of safety and affordability giving you peace of mind, IAS FedEx has your package in good hands. Call us on +233 501 605,000 or +233 501 631,000. IAS, licensee of FedEx.
No matter your water needs, Sintex has it all. Sintex tank was first to introduce double layer tank,
And now you can have as many layers as you want. Sintex Tank was first to introduce white inner layer tanks in Ghana and now introduces the customer specs order, which will let you order any color and size you want. Sintex Tanks gives you the biggest warranty of 7 years, which no other tank gives you. So whatever your water consumption, size of project or demand, choose Sintex Tank. Sintex Tank, stress-free. Sintex Tank, reliable. Sintex Tank, maximum guarantee. Call 0244 335 168, Kumasi 0505 555 666, or visit syntexgh.com. Sintex Tank, strong, tough.
In the best from the best leagues in the world.
Standing up to the Speaker of Parliament, he was interviewed by City FM, and he was telling them that, Bagbin's threat that members can lose their seats if they continue to boycott business activities without an official notification and approval from him. He is saying that they are not bothered. If they lose their seats, then they won't go and do by-election, which is probably a good thing for their constituencies, because by-election means the government will come and develop their roads and things small for them. So if that's what is going to come to, then they don't mind. They don't mind. That's not a threat to them. Just an interesting way of looking at the problem.
Is that the only punishment?
Well, I mean, what else can you do? That is it. That's the sanction available if they continue to boycott business without the approval of the Speaker. And we've seen it happen, right, with Adwoa Safo and those people. There were sanctions, but it didn't result in them losing their constituencies. But the Speaker is saying that could happen. You could lose your seat. Sam George says he doesn't care. I am just interested in the value of the exercise. Okay, so every time Gyakye Quayson is in court, they will be in court. What's the value of the exercise? What does it help Gyakye Quayson's case? Because the case is legally proceeding through court. There's nothing illegal about the prosecution of Gyakye Quayson. Okay, you might not agree with it. You might, find it, to be morally wrong or politically wrong, but it's not illegal. So by derelicting their duties, leaving the place where they have been elected to work, to go and support Gyakye Quayson in court, does it help his case? Does it? So what is the goal? The goal it will achieve, right? Apart from disrupting the work of Parliament, I would like to be educated on what kind of progress the minority thinks they are making with this decision. What are they achieving? It's not clear to me.
So this is obviously a political statement, right? So in terms of the partisan politics, it works for them.
How?
Well, I don't know. It means that they are showing support publicly that they are with him. I don't know how that translates into what's happening in the courtroom. But my interest is the fact that these are lawmakers, right? These are people who make laws for us to go by the laws. How about they themselves? Somebody's being tried. You also have a public responsibility. And I'm just surprised because if you're an MP, you're not an MP by yourself. You got out there, actually begged people so that you could serve them. You're serving the constituents, and you choose to serve an individual like your colleague MP. I mean, it's just fascinating. Yeah, exactly. From a different constituency. It's just fascinating that these are lawmakers, or they make laws. I mean, so what are we all supposed to do? So tomorrow, someone is being tried. We all get up and say we won't work, and that we're going to be standing with the person in courts.
Wait, do they go to court? Do they go to court?
They go to court. They go to court.
You see, I think that, look, if you say there's a political party decision, our constitution is such that today, if a political party tells its members of parliament not to go to parliament, they won't.
Yeah.
They won't go to parliament. Mm-hmm. If they do and the party sacks them, they lose their seats. Okay? We've seen it. I mean, the NPP dismissed the Fomena MP. He lost his seat in parliament. So that in itself creates the first hurdle. That's the first hurdle. Now, the NDC wants to, show solidarity anytime Judge Kwesi goes to court. The whole idea, and yesterday you may have heard in the news that they struggled to get members of parliament in because some majority members are also not in the chamber. Some are ministers, some are doing their own things. They're also not in parliament. So if consistently you struggle, and at the time I think no one had raised an issue of a quorum. If they had raised an issue of a quorum and they had to adjourn sittings, it means that the affairs of government is suffering. And government would now have to marshal its forces and bring the 138 members of parliament to do business and take decisions. Yes, they can, but can they be there every day to take decisions?
Wait, hang on, Winston. So what it means is that it's not just the minority; it's the majority as well.
The majority,
both sides are not going to parliament.
The majority is not boycotting because of Kwesi, but they don't show up in parliament. That's the reality. The last votes and proceedings that I saw.
Well, it depends on the reasons why, whether they are absent with permission or not.
Yes, but I'm going to show you the last votes and proceedings. But that notwithstanding, if you're absent and you're absent even with permission, and the number is now up to a 93, it means you can't take decisions.
Exactly.
In fact, you can't sit. And if you want to take decisions, you're probably looking at some 138. Now listen, this on Friday, 14th July, members present were 67. It doesn't form a quorum. Listen to this carefully. But of course, maybe nobody raised it.
Didn't count, so.
No. There's vote and proceedings. Vote and proceedings. I'm making reference to votes and proceedings. Look at it. Hey.
67.
Votes. Oh, let me open it so you can see it very well. This is votes and proceedings. This is votes and proceedings. What's this? Votes and proceedings. 14th July. Wasn't it on Friday? These are not, I'm not the one saying it.
Oh my God.
These are the votes and proceedings of Parliament. Parliament's own official document. So it's not Winston Amoah conjuring, things from anywhere. So you can see the minority trying to make a case. If this is how it's going to go, you would see some of the minority members in Parliament raising issues of quorum. And it means they're frustrating government business. What I think they're doing is to get government onto the table and say, why? Why? Why are you doing this? Because they feel that post the Asin North by-election, Judge Kwesi will be giving some time at least to serve his people. Now, members of parliament have been tried. But in all these trials, it hasn't been every day. Of course, trying people every day also is not illegal. Let's make that point. It's not illegal. And so people could be tried daily. But they feel that, and this is the minority, they feel that all this is part of a government strategy. But that also doesn't mean that it's a government strategy. But for them, they're doing this to make sure that whatever happens, the Attorney General, when the government feels very frustrated, would probably consider dropping charges or what have you. I don't know if that is going to happen, but we've seen the NPP marshal its 138 members. When the budget was rejected, to come back and say a few things were not done properly, they've set that aside and they've approved the budget. If the minority, and I'm telling you, I always make this point, when the finance minister said that e-levy had been reduced to 1%, but they're going to remove the waiver of tax on the 100 cedis, the minority fought it, and the minister said, we leave it at that. It tells you the important role the minority has to play. If you don't go and they pass taxes that affect all of us, we'll blame you.
You just think about it this way. You Parliament, your number one purpose is to check the executive. If you are not there, you can't check the executive. So really, at this point, anything that the executive pushes through that is detrimental to the people of Ghana, we are coming for you. And you are closer to us, so constituency. We know how to deal with you. So if even our Bambagbin doesn't make you lose your seat, we can make you lose your seat. Think about that. George is standing up to the Speaker of Parliament.
Free
exactly where I was when I heard this song for the first time.
Where were you?
I was spending the night at a friend's house. There were a few of us there, and one of them was introduced to me as Coco Belly's girlfriend. I don't remember her name. But I asked who Coco Belly was, and then they played the song.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Trinity.
Wasanaba.
Well, when you hear Trinity in those days, Kokoveli, KK Fosu, and Batman, now Samin. They were referred to as the Trinity, and they're doing well.
Yeah.
So that was before Batman dropped his Linda album.
I quite like that one they did together. It was remixed with Tiny. This is a remix from KK Fosu alongside Batman. What's that song called?
Suje.
Love it. I love that song. It's got such a great. Although I think I like the Tiny remix. Yeah, the Kokoveli tune was nice, but I like the one with Tiny, where he comes in with the Ejogbodo Paya.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What does that mean?
No.
Ejogbodo Paya.
Find out.
Oh, Winston to ya Wikido. What is this? Here it is. Yeah, that's right. Today is somebody's birthday. We'll be getting to the birthdays later, but this one I feel like we have to check small because
Ghana's
69
most successful playwrights. That's a cue right there.
69. It's a very interesting age.
Oh yes, 69.
Just before 70.
Yeah. And it's something that many of you can relate to.
He doesn't even look 45. He's 69.
He could actually get away with, telling people who've never met him that he's 45. Yeah, he could get away with it. Yeah, well, listen, very special happy birthday to Uncle Abel White, who will be connecting with very soon on the show anyway. Stay tuned for that and so much more, including our conversation about whether or not in Ghana, Christianity produces Christians. Use the hashtag JoySMS. Tell us what you think.
And are you looking for a freight forwarding company to handle both your inbound and outbound shipments? If yes, look no further because IAX Feathers offers a wide variety of international freight services, which include air freight, sea freight, be it less container load or full container load, custom clearance and documentation. Our international operations link more than 200 countries, supported by extensive domestic networks in all key markets, and offer a range of fast and direct freight services to suit your needs. We have dedicated staff who have in-depth knowledge in our local custom clearance processes and procedures. IAS or FedEx pre-finances freight pickups up to an agreed threshold for our clients, but terms and conditions do apply. Please contact us now for free consultation on international freight services and custom clearance processes. Call us on 050-160-5000 or 050-163-1000. With IAS Ghana, your freight is firmly secured.
And times are hard. The one thing on everyone's mind these days is cash. Jete. Whether it's cash to pay the bills or for the kids' school fees, your home improvements or your building project, Societe General Ghana has got your back. The bank has launched the biggest loans campaign of the year, the Atiso Loans Promotion. SG Ghana is offering amazingly discounted interest rates on its loans. Both customers and non-customers, including staff on the Controller and Accountants General payroll, can enjoy access to heavily discounted loan rates. Yes, they say nowhere cool, but SG Ghana Bank is here to lighten your financial burdens. Get a loan now by visiting any of the bank's 42 networked outlets or call them on 0302 214 314. As always, terms and conditions apply. Remember, this promotion ends on 7th of August 2023. Societe General Ghana, the future is you.
Now let me ask you, why burden yourself to build when you can buy ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom executive houses located in Tema Community 25, built to the finest standards with the finest materials and supervised by top-notch professional architects with flexible payment terms? Well, welcome to a breathtaking development from Selma Court. It's at Tema Community 25, just about 55 minutes from Kotoka International Airport. And the ready-to-move-in 3-bedroom development comes with beautifully fitted kitchens, spacious dining halls and master bedrooms, and large sitting area next to the guest washroom and spacious compound. So you get a whopping 20% discount if you reserve before the 30th of September 2023, and you can reserve with as little as $5,000. Okay, or the city equivalent. So don't miss out. Grab this golden opportunity to be your own landlord today by calling the hotline 0249 399 932, or just go to selmacourtghana.com for further information.
So make big savings, sign on to the fantastic 4 Republic Bank Visa credit cards, Business, Infinite, Addition or Classic, and enjoy great discounts from our partner merchants, Global Concierge, Global Visa partners with cashback rewards and interest-free days. Win a staycation at Aqua Safari, dinner for 2, and loads of consolation prizes in the Republic Bank Tap to Pay credit card promo reloaded. Live the soft life, we got you. New card holders are welcome. This promo is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And it's a wet Thursday morning in some parts of the city. If on your shopping list today you have to buy books and stationery, you don't have to physically go to Kingdom. Just log on to kingdomstoreonline.com. That's true convenience. Be in the comfort of whatever space you find yourself. Log on to kingdomstoreonline.com. Start shopping. They will arrange delivery to your homes and offices within reasonable time. They offer free delivery within Accra and Tema, and they also accept payment via Momo across all networks. Terms and conditions apply. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
All right, now there are some fantastic bits of news coming through this morning, including this one. For people who live and work in Oyarifa, Ghana's largest privately owned bank, Fidelity Bank, has opened a brand new branch at Oyarifa. So now they're closer to you than ever. Go visit the Oyarifa branch at the Owusu Ansa Junction, Oyarifa, to enjoy their suite of top-notch banking services and experience superior customer service in a delightful and inviting environment. I mean, every Fidelity Bank is delightful to enter, and Oyarifa is no exception. They look forward to serving you. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
So get ready for an electrifying adventure with Toyota Ghana. Now, Toyota Ghana is giving you an opportunity to, buy these vehicles at very attractive prices. That's a Starlet, RAV4 Adventure, Fortuner Diesel, and Land Cruiser 300 series. And once you buy any of these vehicles, you're assured of a 1-year free service package for any of these vehicles that you buy. So time is ticking, and this opportunity won't last forever. Visit any of their showrooms in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrady, or call 0302-910-204 for further information. Credit purchase is also available through special arrangement with their finance partners. Toyota, superior quality.
Superior quality is what they do. All right, time now for the nutrition line brought to us by Nestle, and they offer good food for a good life.
Here you go, dear. Mom, you didn't add milk. No need to. Taste and see why. Wow, but how? Is it milky? Very. Is it creamy? Yes. That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk. I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
This is Nestle Nutrition Line. Nestle Nutrition Line is a public service program from Nestle Ghana Limited. Nestle Nutrition Line offers tips on good food for a good life. Now to your presenter.
Hello, good morning. Welcome to Nestle Nutrition Line, the one and only. Is it working? It is. I'm Jackie Ankra, also known as Na Ajilisoa, and you're special, and I welcome you warmly. Today we're answering a question sent in by a listener on whether they can rinse their mouth with salt water to improve oral health. The answer, yes, you can. Rinsing the mouth with salt water improves oral health because the salt kills many oral bacteria that cause decay and bad breath. Salt water rinses also help reduce plaque buildup on the teeth, thereby keeping the teeth healthy and strong. If you have a dental procedure such as tooth extraction, rinsing your mouth with salt water speeds up wound healing by reducing inflammation and bacteria in the mouth. You can make a salt water rinse by adding half a teaspoon of salt to a cup of warm water and swishing it around your mouth. Remember that rinsing your mouth with salt water does not take the place of regular brushing of teeth with toothpaste containing fluoride. It is a complement to it. So I'd like to thank you for tuning in this and every weekday morning and to say we welcome your feedback. We're working for you with you, so reach out by all means and let's know what you're thinking. 0302 517 020 or 0302 211 880, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Toll free 0800 12 0001. Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to midnight. Weekends and holidays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. To WhatsApp, SMS, call 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. These are the numbers 0593 845697, 0593 845649, 0593 845708. You can also email consumer services at gh.nestle.com. Have a wonderful day and let nothing stop you from achieving your goals, your targets, and your desires. Have a great day. Bye.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo all-in-one for you. It's so milky, eh? I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids all-in-one. It's truly milky and rich in calcium. Milo, energy to go further.
This advert is FDA approved. If home is where the heart is, then let's go home, shall we? Let's go where the entertainment is, where the passion is, where the laughter is, and sometimes even the tears too. Let's go where we feel safe enough to share our opinions.
And send tweets.
Where we do that embarrassing little dance to our favorite song. Let's go home where the love, the care, and the joy live.
There's no place like home. Connect your home to super fast internet with affordable data bundles from MTN Home. Visit broadband.mtn.com.gh or your My MTN app to sign up today. MTN.
Have you ever thought of the one that makes you complete? An escape from the clutches of interest charges. With the Standard Chartered Visa debit and credit cards, payments are completed at the speed of light, intertwined with interest earning accounts. You also get unbelievable rewards every time you swipe. You have access to over 1,200 airport lounges worldwide. High credit limits of up to 100,000 Ghana cedis and up to 50 days interest-free with our credit cards. You also get to enjoy full multi-trip travel insurance for 90 days. Fees discounted at your feet with our globally partnered merchant points. Bills are always settled, not battled. Get the Standard Chartered debit and credit card now. Call toll-free on 0800 740 100 or 0302 740 100 or reach us via email on feedback.ghana@sc.com. Standard Chartered, here for good.
1xBet Jackpot is here with weekly massive prizes up for grabs. All you have to do is place your bets on any sports game and stand a chance to win. Simply register at 1xbet.com.gh. Use promo code JackpotGhana and place your bets. 1xBet is your key to great victories. Feel like a winner 1xBet. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Okay, so I think we should start with the biggest birthday of all before we even do the association. Because 69 is not easy. 69 is great. In fact, some people believe 69 is the best age. You know, it's the one before 70.
Yeah.
You know, your last birthday on
Do
this
they
side
only
is
believe it's the best age because it's 69 or because of something else?
Well, I don't know. Let's ask them. So
no, wait. Let's ask Uncle Boy.
Are you putting a twist like it says? I'm lost, guys.
Listen,
69.
I just want us to ask our listeners a question on social.
Why is Winston raising his legs?
So we are asking them, complete the sentence. 69 is the best because. And use the hashtag JoySMS and the hashtag Uncle at 69.
Yes.
Okay. So hashtag JoySMS, hashtag Uncle at 69. And the question is this: we're going to put it on the JoySMS handle.
Okay, Jojo and Aaron.
Jojo and Aaron, please put this out there for us. 69 is the best because. Complete the sentence. 69 is the Mama V. You can start. 69 is the best because.
Dear Uncle, comma.
Because it comes before 70, isn't it? You have to be 69 before you get to 70. So we'll do that. I mean, today is Uncle Bo's birthday.
So that's why it's the best for you.
Yes,
because it comes before 70.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing to do with the anatomical construction of the
let's move on. On that note, honorable member, you are overruled.
I'm asking you a question. You say
overruled. You are overruled. Okay. We are celebrating Ebo White.
It's Uncle Ebo White's
birthday. Yes, Ebo White at 69.
All right, so let me see the other birthdays that I've got here, but let's get into the birthday messages here on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner. So while we're talking about Uncle White, there's someone who's actually turned 90 years. And listen to this. Listen to this. This one says, happy birthday to S.N. Dakwa, former clerk of parliament, who's 90 years today.
Wow.
90 years. From Dora Mensah, Samuel and Tim Dakwa Jr., Emmanuel Dakwa, and the grandchildren, we wish you a happy birthday, Daddy. And Grandpa, we thank God for your life, and may He continue to satisfy you with long life. And finally, happy 70th birthday to Mr. Ernest Tete. May the goodness of the Lord continue to enfold you. This is coming from your wife, Auntie Rose, and children, Wisdom and Francisca, as well as the grandchildren, Nene and Manye.
All right, so the members of Parliament of the Republic of Ghana have sent me a birthday wish for someone. Yeah. They sent it through their able colleague, Suleiman Sanid, who is MP for Ahafo Ano North. Okay, so this is the message. Today is a special day for the Usain Bolt of Ghana politics.
Hey.
Happy and blessed birthday to our big brother and confidant, Carlos Kwabena Ahinkra, MP for Tema West. A great guy, very supportive and super lovely. God bless you, plenty in everything you desire, from the MPs of the Republic of Ghana.
Okay, so let's get into the
Oh, there's a blessed birthday to Kimberly Takai Amatafio. You're 10 today. May you grow up to be a beautiful girl in Jesus' name. It's from Daddy Ronnie, Mommy Gifty, Sister Phoebe, and your sister Tracy.
Today is the Bost MD's birthday. The award-winning Edwin Alfred Ni Obudai Provençal. Happy birthday to you. It's from Nana Ikuya Edubia Obing and Mami Poku Apia and the entire staff of Bost.
And from the Roverman Tech Squad, of course, to Uncle Ebo White. Happy birthday.
The Joy Sports Center is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank.
Here for good.
Allianz Life Insurance.
We secure your future.
And 1xBet, your reliable bookmaker. Not forgetting DSTV.
It's your moment. Now, MTN Business is here with the SME month this July. Come, let's enable your business with data and connectivity solutions, mobile solutions, digital solutions, unified communications, and so much more at the best rates. MTN Business is indeed your partner for growth. Watch out for exciting activities, including promotions, quizzes, training sessions, product activations, and SIM registration registration exercises at locations near you. Follow us on our social media handles for all the details. We will climax our activities with SME Fairs on, that's happened already in Kumasi, but on the 28th of July, Accra at Rollins Park. Contact us today at mtnbusiness.gh@mtn.com or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111 to know more.
Okay, so a late entry happy birthday to Zoe Sumpaminta from your big brother David. Congratulations on turning 13 today. I pray that God, the grace of God be upon you and that you experience many more prosperous years to come. So do you lead a corporate business, a global subsidiary, or run the affairs of a small or medium enterprise as a key decision maker in your business? We know you want to make payments seamlessly and access real-time transaction data whether you're at work or on the go. Standard Chartered provides the digital key to help unlock your business potential. That key is Straight to Bank, a single access end-to-end digital platform that helps you manage the needs of your business on the go. View transactions, pay your business partners and government institutions through Ghana.gov, facilitate real-time payments and collections with the latest encryption technology and security. Elevate your banking experience today with Straight to Bank, our award-winning digital banking platform, powering payroll, cash management, trade, and securities. You can always bank on us. Kindly email premierservice.gh@sc.com to sign up today.
Oh, a happy birthday to senior girlfriend Issy Hammond, formerly of Bank of Ghana. Turns another year older today. Happy birthday to you, Issy. All right, to all registered 1xBet players, something interesting for you. A reliable bookmaker, you know which one, has launched a Jackpot of the Week promotion. You have a unique opportunity to get the weekly jackpot. Look for the conditions on the promo page, complete simple tasks, and get the chance of winning a lump sum. Also, you're reminded about the registration on the website or in the 1xBet app with the promo code GHJackpot to get a bonus of up to 2,650 Ghana cedis.
Now, have you heard about the Alliance for Life plan? It is an affordable life insurance policy you can get wherever you are. Simply dial *170# on MTN and select 5521, and that's it. You and another life are covered for hospitalization and death. You also enjoy very low premium, cashbacks every year, and many more. Call Alliance Life Insurance on 0308 249-090 or visit their website alliance-gh.com. It's Alliance for Life, *170# on MTN. Mato for life. Fence.
Thank you very much, Mama V. Good morning, all of you. Welcome aboard to the Joy Sports Center with me, Fentu Tahiru Fentu. We begin with this just hours before Auckland was due to host the opening match of the Women's World Cup. The city woke up to news of a deadly shooting which has cast a shadow over what was supposed to be a day of celebration. Meanwhile, the first game is underway between host nation New Zealand, Australia in action a little later at 10 in the morning. All of that coming up here on the show. But let's begin with women's football here in Ghana. And there's a feeling ex-Swiss international Nora Hoptel has changed of all pessimistic attitude towards Ghana's Black Queens, despite the senior women's national team playing only 5 games with her in charge. Hoptel was appointed head coach of the Black Queens 6 months ago, and the Queens have not lost or even conceded a goal in the period. Their biggest win was probably against ever-rising football powerhouses Senegal, despite being a friendly, and the recent thumping of Guinea in an Olympic 2024 qualifier, which has left fans impressed with Hoptel. But how have the players taken to their new Swiss boss? Here's Joy Sports journalist Esther Abankwa.
We are enjoying a steady growth and consistency that Nora Hoptel has brought to the camp, and most importantly, the harmony that she has brought together with all her backroom staff, the wonderful work that they are doing off and on the pitch and then off the pitch as well. It is really manifesting. If you look at how the girls, if you should have chat with most of them, they are very happy, and they will tell you that always when they come to, even those that have been playing domestically, after they are done with national assignment and they return to their respective clubs, you try having conversations with them. They will make it known to you that they always learn new things whenever they meet Black Queens coach, that is Nora Hoptel. So I would say that Black Queens, it's not the previous Black Queens that was noted for.
That's Esther Abankwa. there. Now, one person who is struggling to win over fans and now apparently members of the GFA's Executive Council is the Black Stars boss, Chris Hughting. Hughting has overseen only 3 games with the senior national team, but it seems the GFA ESCO member, George Amwako, is already tired of what he's seen.
Yeah, to me, he's not impressive. All the games we played under him, I'm not impressed. And let's pray, sir, at least we'll qualify for the next AFCON in Côte d'Ivoire. Yeah. And then we'll see how we proceed from there. Because World Cup, we should qualify. We will have to qualify and go to America.
That's George Amwako. He's the second top-level GFA member publicly stating his stance on Hughting. Just last Sunday, Black Stars team manager Aminu Shado stated he believes the senior national team would have been in a better place under former boss Otto Addo. Despite what seems like a public show of dissatisfaction from the GFA, it's very unlikely Hughting will be fired as he signed a 2-year deal early this year. The FA wants improvements though, and they want them quickly. Yes, Randy Abe, another ESCO member.
We think that there's a lot of work to be done. Well, because we have a lot of expectations about Chris Hughting and his team made up of Dudu Dramani and Boateng, and Olele. And we believe that based on the fact that they've been around the team for a while and all that, they could hit the ground running. We're not too happy. We think that there has to be a lot of improvements.
Wow, that's Randy Abe. So Chris Hughting already under enormous pressure, even though he's only supervised 3 games as Black Stars boss. Meanwhile, Vice Chairperson for the Youth, Sport and Culture Committee of Parliament, Eugene Boakye Antwi, has expressed frustration with the country's fixation on appointing foreign coaches for the Black Stars.
But the Polos and the Razaks and the Kukudazis, Joseph Kars, Papa Kon, they're all around. Can't they manage the national team? Give them training, go to attach them to a team in Germany, Britain, somewhere. 6 months, 1 year, let them come back. Can they manage our national teams? All our compatriots on the African continent, they are all using local coaches.
That's Eugene Boakye Antwi there. So he's not entirely happy that the country has been using foreign coaches. To be clear though, the last 3 coaches of the Black Stars from CK Akono, in fact the last 4 from Kwesi Appiah, CK Akono, Otto Addo, and now Chris Hughting, all of them have Ghanaian lineage. Only one of them, Chris Hughting, can be deemed a foreign coach. So the country has indeed been on the tangent of appointing Ghanaian coaches in recent history. The 2023-24 Bet Power Ghana Premier League will kick off on the weekend of Friday, September 15, 2023, according to a statement from the Ghana Football Association. The Ghana Football transfer window will also open on July 20 and run till September 1, 2023. The Super Cup game between GPL winners Midyama and FA Cup winners Dreams FC is scheduled for September 3, 2023. Just 4 weeks after the start of the league, though, champions Midyama Sporting Club will be off to the United States of America to participate in this year's Capital City Cup in Washington, D.C. The GFA offered the opportunity to the league winners to participate in the Cup competition, which will be staged on October 14, 2023. DC United are one of the opponents Midyama will face in that tour. Now, Ghanaian winger Bernard Tekpete scored 2 goals to help Bulgarian champions Ludogorets Razgrad overturn a 2-goal deficit to win 4-0 and progress to the next round of the UEFA Champions League qualifiers. Ludogorets trailed 2-0 from the first leg, but the thumping 4-0 victory at home took them to the next round with a 4-2 aggregate scoreline on Wednesday night at the expense of Balkani FC. Let's do some women's football now. And just hours before Auckland was due to host the opening match of the Women's World Cup, the city woke up to news of a deadly shooting which has cast a shadow over what was supposed to be a day of celebration. The incident in the center of New Zealand's largest city, close to where hundreds of football supporters were due to gather at the fan park, left 2 people dead and 6 others injured. FIFA said it had been informed it was not an isolated incident and that today's match between New Zealand and Norway at Eden Park would go ahead as planned, and indeed that game is underway and is 0-0 as we currently speak. Meanwhile, of course, this year's edition will be the biggest edition yet, as it will feature 32 nations. New Zealand co-hosting alongside Australia, who play Haiti's home country, Ireland, at 10 a.m. But what can we expect from this year's edition? Here's the BBC's Mani Yasmin.
What we can expect, I think, is the biggest field of contenders as genuine winners that the tournament has ever had. The US 4 times winners, and they're bidding to become the first team, men's or women's World Cups, to win 3 in a row. Australia are extremely bullish. I was at their press conference yesterday, and their coach said not only did he know his starting 11 for this game, but he knew his finishing 11 and when to make his substitutes and how the game was going to go. He didn't give us any tips, otherwise we could have made a lot of money on that. But also there are Germany, who have won it twice before, and are many people's favourites to make it 3 times.
That's Mani Yasmin of the BBC. What about the African countries? There are 4 of them in New Zealand and Australia. That's Zambia, South Africa, Morocco, and neighbours Nigeria. The Super Falcons will be the first African side to play at this year's World Cup. They take on Canada at 2 a.m. Ghana time. That's tomorrow. They've been camping in Australia for the last 2 weeks ahead of the big kickoff. And one name that could play a big role for them is English-born Ashley Plumped, the defender committed to Nigeria last year, and can't wait to represent her country on football's biggest stage.
When I talk about football, it's more of a driving force to learn about myself, like who am I, and it always comes back to fulfillment to me. Like what it has meant for me to play for Nigeria goes beyond any trophy, any personal success. When I first went on camp, I was really welcomed in by the team, but it wasn't until I did my initiation dance that I think it was the icebreaker for everybody. And
what was it?
So I danced to 2 songs. I did one, which was my karaoke song in England, which is It's Raining Men. And then my other one that I did, there's an old artist in Nigeria called King Sunny Ade.
Ashley Plumped speaking there. Before we go, some transfers. Liverpool have agreed a deal in principle worth £12 million plus add-ons to sell captain Jordan Henderson to Saudi Arabian club Al Ettifaq. And yesterday, or earlier this morning, there were friendly games all around. Man United were 1-0 winners. In the USA, Kai Havertz had 14 goals at the cross and volley competition. He failed at all of them, but he didn't fail to score in Arsenal's 5-0 win against Major League Soccer's All-Stars. Chelsea, on the other hand, they beat Wrexham also by 5-0. Christopher Nkunku off to a scoring start as well for the Blues. There's more sports on our website, myjoyonline.com/sports. For now, that's the latest on Sports Center. My name is Fentio, Tahiru Fentio.
That's the latest on what?
From the world of sports.
All right, thank you, Fence.
And this is Sports Center.
That's Fence with Sportsy on the Super Morning Show, and our social media messages on the show brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Ghana AIDS Commission tests to know your HIV status and take steps to protect your health. Number 10, liver salt, a refreshing relief, and GTP Live Start. Listen, does your existing salary account give you more? What do they really give you? Is your salary in the right account? Worry no more if it isn't, because I'm going to tell you where to move that salary account to. Now, the EcoBank salary account is here to help you. Open an EcoBank salary account today and enjoy free life insurance, which covers temporary and permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and death. With the EcoBank salary account, you have the ability to save as you spend, free debit card access to loans, and a whole lot more. The best part is that you stand the chance to double your salary in the EcoBank Double Salary promo reloaded from now till the end of this month, July. So open an EcoBank salary account today by visiting an EcoBank branch or ecobank.com to open an account online for amazing benefits. EcoBank says, beware of scammers who may contact you on this offer. Always visit an EcoBank branch or call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003 for further details on the EcoBank salary account and the EcoBank Double Salary promotion reloaded. And remember, terms and conditions apply. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey!
Yeah, this one, Gantuan account. Why are you running? It's all about the EcoBank salary account. EcoBank salary account. Why? It gonna make me fly. I promise, it will make your pockets rise. The salary account comes with many incredible benefits like free life insurance, which covers permanent total disability, critical illness, hospitalization, temporal disability, retrenchment, and death. Also save while you spend, access loans, get free debit cards, and the chance to double your salary and more in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. It's starting from this May to July 31st, 2023. And there are so many other consolation prizes to be won.
Hey, no wonder my hand was itching. This is the perfect account for my salary.
So go ahead, open an EcoBank salary account today. You also stand a chance to win more than double your salary from 1st of May to the 31st of July in the EcoBank Double Salary Promo Reloaded. Terms and conditions apply. This promo is under the supervision of the National Lottery Authority under the Caritas Lottery Platform. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Reserve your executive premium plot at Dodua Hills today, located near Dodua Fire Service, and enjoy secured gated community living with swag, with facilities such as electricity, shopping center, gym and fitness center, tarred road network, and many more. Just pay your negotiable deposit for the Dodua Hills premium plot and spread the balance within an agreed period of time to own your executive hilltop property today. Please call us now on 0540-633-569 or visit our website on www.doduahillsgh.com for further details. Dodua Hills, your peace of mind, our priority.
You know, it's a special day today. Uncle Ebo White is 69. Hip, 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 hip.
Oh, I was going to say, hooray, then I heard the laughter.
Uncle.
Mama,
dear Uncle Ebo White, how does it feel to be 69?
You have made my day. Just that when somebody says hip, 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 the response, I cannot say some.
Oh, Uncle, you can say some. You can say some. Please say some.
No, the way it will come out, it will go viral.
On behalf of South Suntreso, please say some.
Kojo, when you
But Uncle, I think I heard the R sound, which means you can actually say it.
No, every now and then, grace is given to me to be able to say it.
And you got that one right too. Uncle, please try. Uncle, please try. Please try.
Wilson, stop counting. Stop counting.
Oh, Uncle.
So, Mama, I've missed you.
We've missed you too. Uncle, go back to the matter. The 69. How does it feel?
Mama, how are you doing?
I'm
Uncle.
doing amazing, Uncle.
Uncle, last week you asked me a question. No, it was actually a statement which I pretended not to hear. But I think that I should now put it in a question for you. Apart from the fact that you're grateful to God for turning 69 years, you also like the number 69. Uncle, why?
I put it to you that you like it. I put it to Kojo that he likes it. Any man who doesn't like it is not enlightened.
Mama, why the cough?
Actually, but the women don't understand you.
This is for those who have ears to hear.
On that note, Mama, I am not here. I didn't hear some.
Oh, Uncle God bless you.
But guys, I sent you my a surprise. I don't know if you have received it yet.
Oh, it just got in, Uncle.
Whoa.
I'm sure this is coming from Auntie Florence. Yes, and I have to take.
Yes,
I always take my time to mention the name.
Today you got the name. You got the name right.
Uncle understands why because.
No, today you got the name right.
Exactly. No, now I've memorized it. Never to get it wrong again.
Just say Bishop and be free.
Auntie Florence is okay.
Uncle, thank you.
Oh, but Kojo, don't go away, Kojo.
Yeah, I'll be here.
To you, Kojo, mischievous as you can be, to Winston, who every now and then tries to follow you and get me into trouble. To Mama V, who just brightens my day. I'd like to say thank you to every one of you over the years for your support, for your encouragement, and for just being friends. I think that we've gone beyond work to personal relationships, and thank you very much. And to Samuel Damin, Diabolical in Chief, and the whole online team, thank you very much.
And thank you too, Uncle
Thank
White.
you too, Uncle
You're such a
Ibo.
wonderful person.
Have a wonderful birthday.
Yeah. On behalf
Thank
of
you
this
very much.
team, the SMS team, and of course, on behalf of management, we wish you a happy, happy, happy birthday, Uncle.
Oh, you should see the wonderful mail Mr. Chum sent me to for my birthday. Wonderful, wonderful message. And Mr. Kwesi Chum, thank you very much. Oh, by the way, I shared today with a number of people, and I want to acknowledge just 3 of them.
Right.
Lawyer Justin Adonko shares today. She turns 70 today. And then Esther Kobina, one of our patrons, also shares the same birthday with me. And one of my grandchildren, Kimberly Amatefio, also shares the birthday with me. Her big sister, Phoebe, celebrated hers last Sunday. Right. And so to all of us, God be with us.
Amen.
Maybe I cannot take credit for anything in my life. My life is the result of the kindness and favor from so many sources and at so many levels. So I am one of those who feel very guilty when people think that I am wonderful, because I know that I cannot take credit for anything that makes me look wonderful to others. Let me give you examples to make what I am saying clear to you. I am glad to be part of the wonderful Super Morning Show team here at Joy FM. I have been part of this team for some 25 years and counting, from the days of the veteran Tommy Ananforsen and the late Dusty Wayne. I thank God for this platform every day and for the wonderful teams I've had the privilege of working with over the years. Serving on this platform has been deeply rewarding to me, but the truth is that I cannot take credit for being a part of the Super Morning Show team. That credit goes to Mauku Zomelo and Dusty Wayne, the late Dusty Wayne. It was Mauku, with whom I had become friends at GBC, who brought me to the attention of Mr. Kwesi Chum. And it was the late Dusty Wayne who offered me this very slot. I cannot take credit for going to secondary school. That credit belongs to Miss Comey, my elementary school Form 3 teacher at Sasun Treso LA Middle School. She, as I've said on many occasions on this platform, paid for me to write the common entrance exams, and she was the one who chose Osu Presby Secondary School for me. I got into drama or theater in secondary school Form 3, and again, I cannot take credit for that. I was not a member of the school's drama club. But when a final year directing student from the School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana, Legon, came to Osu Presby to direct a play for his project work, I was fascinated by what was going on. And for 3 weeks, I spent every afternoon after school watching the rehearsals from the window. I was too timid to contemplate entering the hall. And I would have been content watching the cast from the window till the day of production, but for the lateness of the student playing the main character, which forced the director to ask me, as the only person available, into the room to stand in for that cast member. The student director seemed to have been impressed with me in the short time I stood in for that student, that he gave me the part. And that was how I got into theater. And so the credit for my being in theater rightly belongs to that student director who needed someone to stand in so rehearsals could go on, and who took the hard decision of taking the part from the latecomer and giving it to me. This student director from the from the School of Performing Arts got me into drama or into theater, but the credit for my becoming a playwright and director must go to Mr. Samuel Lamptey, now Reverend Lamptey. In 1974, Sammy was the leader of the YFC drama troupe. It was a stunning group with about 40 members who met every Sunday at the auditorium of School of Hygiene at Kolebu. He was working with the Ghana Health Service. About 3 weeks after I had been introduced to the group by my schoolmate Enokese, Sammy was transferred to Tamale. Somehow, within those few weeks, Sammy apparently has seen something in me that convinced him that the group will be safe in my hands. And so, even though I was the newest member of the group, he took the bold decision and indeed the risk of handing the group over to me. And now, here I was, as a new artistic director of a drama troupe with stunning members who needed to be kept busy, and there were no scripts suitable for them. I needed to find the scripts, and when I could not find them, I began to write them. And that is how I became a playwright. It was purely out of necessity and desperation to keep the group busy. I cannot take credit for going to the university. That credit rightfully belongs to my kid brother, Kweku. I had opted to work after secondary school to help my mother support my kid brothers. And I worked for 6 years. And every year, the prospect of going to the university grew dimmer. But it was Kweku who went to the registrar's office and bought me the forms and brought them to me and said, Ebo, you are filling these forms and you are joining me at the university. I cannot take credit for starting Roverman quarterly live shows. That credit goes to Mr. Charles Renko of Renko Limited, whose sacrifice and generosity